Testing one, two, three. There we go. Okay. All right, folks, let's get started. So, for this morning, for October 25th, we Friday, we have the following data. So, at 8:30 a.m., we had core durable goods orders month over month and and durable goods orders month over month both came in better than expected. At 10 a.m., we're going to have revised U of M consumer sentiment and revised U of M inflation expectations. Um, Consumer sentiment is expected to have a moderate impact on the markets. And then at 11 a.m., we'll have FOMC member Collins speaking. That is not expected to have a significant market impact. So that's all the news that we have for today. Now, looking at the QQQ ETF, we can see that currently it's poised to open higher, significantly higher than where it closed yesterday. And for yesterday's activity, we were very neutral. So this looks like kind of a repeat of the pattern we've seen for the last few days where the market moves up overnight, but then is neutral on the day. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get some movement today in the overall market, but yesterday was neutral after gapping higher. All right, taking a look at the stocks which we identified yesterday. Um, we had MSTR that was able to reach our target number one to the upside of 230.07, but we should have been out of that trade just before it reached that point. It did eventually trade higher than that, but it wasn't a trend that we could have exploited. It just kind of fell apart and then later came back. Next up is VKTX, which was our strongest performer for yesterday's session. We caught it on the move from T1 to T2. T2 was at 72.41, but once it got there, it actually pushed through it so quickly that we were able to sustain a position until finally it started to break down up here. So basically, it topped at 75.67, and our exit would have been slightly below that peak. So very nice move, very fast, and very profitable. And then lastly, we had Google. Google was bearish. We were able to catch it on its way towards target number one to the downside, but it never reached it. Bottomed out at 161.01. We made a small profit in that, but nothing substantial. So that was about it. And looking at the pre-market, here's what we have so far. So for the pre-market scan, I have several stocks, so let's just run through them quickly. First up is FFIE, which is presently up 17.5% on 14.9 million shares. And it's at least $1 per share, so we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list for stocks. Again, the symbol is FFIE. Okay, bear with me 1 second. It's got to. Fix something really quick here. 1 second. All right, there we go. All right, so FFIE is first up. All right, next up, we have IBRX. Okay, that is currently up 13.3% on about 1.4 million shares, and it's trading over $1 per share. So we can definitely add that IBRX to the pre-market watch list. All right, next up is LYEL, which is not up enough. It's only up 0.92% at the moment, so we will have to pass on that. Next up is, let's see. Next up is SGBX, which is presently up 25.71% on 17.5 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list as well. SGBX. And next up is, it might be SoFi. I don't think so. Yep, SoFi is not up enough, so we'll pass on that one. Next up is, let me see if this is the NASDAQ stock. I don't think so. No, it's not. Next up is UPXI. Now that is active right now, up about 206% on 3.7 million shares, and it's over $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add UPXI to the pre-market watch list as well. And then finally, we have XPON, which is currently up about 33.5% on 14.3 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to the pre-market watch list, XPON. All right, folks, if you see any other stocks that meet our 4 criteria other than those already identified, please let me know in the chat. Thank you. I just saw somewhere just posted. NXL, that is currently up 17.2% on 2.8 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. Excuse me. So we can go ahead and add NXL to the pre-market watch list. And then next up is Fun, PHUN, which has been on our list for a while, up 9.55%, 1.6 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll add PHUN to the pre-market radar as well. All right. If you folks see any other stocks that meet all 4 of our criteria other than those we've already mentioned, let us know in the chat. We are looking for a NASDAQ listed stock that is trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market. In the current pre-market, it also must have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume and at least a 6% price change, which can be positive or negative. So if any other stocks meet all 4 of our criteria, let me know in the chat. We'll go ahead and take a look. All right, so I guess that's it. We'll go ahead and wrap up for this morning. So folks, please be sure to like this video. I see we have 10 likes, more than 10 people watching, so please be sure to hit the like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also be sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notifications. If anyone's watching this video on a replay, if you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone in the coaching program, I'll see you in the coaching room in about 25 minutes. And otherwise, I'll see everyone for tomorrow, for Monday's Premarket Pulse. Everyone have a great weekend. Take care.